how do you go about building a framework, at the design stage, so to ensure that quality data moves into your data warehouse?
Well, number one is you have to define what you mean by data quality. Okay. Right? That's the starting point. Is you have to be able to measure it in order to know, what is quality data. How do we know we have quality data? Well, what are the business rules? What defines quality data is taking, if there's 1,000 rows in the source system and we onboard it to the cloud and we have 1,000 rows, great. Well, what if you onboard it and you've only got 800 rows? That's probably a problem. So without even looking at the data, you have a data quality problem right there, is you're not getting the full load of the data. And then you have to investigate why that's happening. But you've got to set those rules and say, what do we mean by data quality? There's lots of tools out there that can potentially help you with this, with the data discovery and understanding the data and all of that. But it doesn't do you any good unless you know what your definition of data quality is.
Agree. Cohen, any thoughts on the same subject about how to, ensure, what recommendations do you give to your clients, when it comes to ensuring data quality in your data warehouse?
Well, most of the time I just say it's crap in, crap out. But then I'm more talking about the data quality when you look at the actual data, like people have misspelled things, or you like see the United States of America, USA, US, all in the same field. That kind of data quality, there's like, I think Ken is also, like, you're a data vault guy, if I'm not mistaken. So we just register what is the source systems are doing. We just make like a system of records, and then we report on that. And then I think, in my opinion, most of the time is that, the problem is not in the data warehouse. The problem is at the source. So if you have a field where you can have five different values to say USA, then maybe you should do something at the source. Because otherwise you're just going to throw effort and time and money in fixing things that are just, the problems are just going to keep repeating itself. So that's why I say crap in, crap out. So just, it will display in the reports, and then they say, oh, this is not right. You say, it's like this in the source. And then we fix it there. So, and I think most data quality problems will be the same, regardless if you're on premises or in the cloud. So the cloud doesn't really change the data quality issues. So it's the same things that we have been doing before, I think.
Yeah, you have to have a feedback loop. You've got to have that feedback loop of, with the cloud and with the tools that we have today, we can expose the data faster than we could have in the past. But you have to have that feedback loop from the business and like I said, the business has to tell you, what do we mean by data quality? How do we define what is good data? And your example there is, okay, we want all of these codes to be the same, but they're not in the source system. So that's the beginning of it, of saying, well, okay, now we need some rules on how do we cleanse that data, but we want to do it in the right way with governance, and have that feedback loop with the business, so that we are ensuring that the data that ultimately ends up being exposed through reports meets those guidelines, whatever they are.
How can automation accelerate and facilitate this process of data discovery and quality issues?
Absolutely. So starting with what Cohen said, I completely agree with that. Data quality is one topic that does not change whether you are on-premise, dealing with on-premise data, or you're going cloud. It's exactly the same process. It's the bad quality data, wherever it is, it's bad quality data. And coming to data quality, I think, in my personal opinion, with all my experience with our customers, data quality, if done right, can make a huge impact on overall value of the data warehouse. And traditionally, data quality was considered as a separate process altogether. It will be handled somewhere outside, verified somewhere outside. So it was not treated as a part of the data pipeline. So we took a different approach on this, and we decided to make it part of your pipeline itself. So when you're building your data pipeline, you should be able to apply your data quality checks wherever you want inside your pipeline. So for example, you're dealing with the source data itself, and going back to Quinn's example of having multiple possible values and you want to standardize it. And there you should be able to apply that on the source itself, so that when we are doing blending of data with the various sources coming into one place, the job is the data quality check has been already done and the corrections have already been implemented. So we have, again, business rules-based data quality module that plays along with the data pipeline. So when you build your pipeline, you can apply it at any point of time, and it will do the transformations based on, of course, your business rules wherever you need to, and deliver the quality data to your destination. And you can create this entire pipeline and deploy, of course, to run in automated way, so that you are guaranteed to get quality data in your data warehouses. So yeah, so that's how we support data quality. We do have other features to help with data profiling as well. And we treat all of these as basically checking the quality of data and performing any transformations as part of your data scrubbing and part of your pipeline itself. So you can essentially build entire data journey, so to speak. And you can start with ingesting the data, applying any kind of data quality checks, transformations, and all that. And that will all happen in the pipeline. And with our way of implementation, what we have done is we can take the entire logic and run it in the pipeline mode where the transformations happen inside our application. Or if you're using any MPPs, for example, if you want to use Snowflake, or let's say you're using Redshift, we can take the entire logic of the pipeline and push it down to the underlying platform. So we can generate the native code automatically to the user. All what they see is the GUI, where they are looking at, hey, here is my couple of sources. I joined them. I did this data quality check, transformations, aggregations, or filtering, whatever you need to apply. And then you are loading into, let's say, a fact and dimensions or a data vault, depending on your architecture. Of course, wherever you're loading into, you build your visual pipeline. And then what we will do is we'll look at it and automatically generate the native SQL after applying all the maps for your underlying platform, whether it is Redshift or Snowflake or Teradata or whatever, Azure, whatever platform you're choosing. So that's how we support automation of data quality and data transformations.